I'm gonna get straight to it. I got a lot on my mind. I'm gonna get a little personal. The devil is working overtime. First, want to say, bear with me. I know I feel like I sound like a broken record sometimes when I say it's going through this, that. I'm trying to do this and that, and seems like no matter how hard I try to do things, and I know, I'm at fault for certain things, and as far as, to be aware is to be alive, and um, I guess to make the best choices. We all not perfect having this experience, this human experience. Um, by default, I'm loyal to people, you know, and I've always kind of been like that, even though I've detached in the past from people after I finally realized, like, man, people ain't gonna be there for me as much as I've been there for them. Whether it's moral support, maybe I didn't have that much, or whether I was working a job or doing whatever. If you needed something and I had it, for sure you got it. It never been a problem. So I've been loyal to people by default, especially if I know you come from, like, a background where you don't have that much support and you don't have that much, family, or, this and that, things like that. And even if you do have family, there's a lot of dysfunctional situations that's going on. So, I can relate to that. So I really try to be there, extra. But excuse me, what's not meant to be, I guess just won't be, whether it's a friendship or a relationship, etc. But I will say this, you have to protect your energy at all times. And I feel like I've been vulnerable, and that's why I don't like to get too emotional and get too attached to people. Not necessarily everybody, just certain situations or whatnot. But it's very important, you have to look out for you, most importantly. You know, your mental health is very important overall, you know, and that's why this whole human experience is purposes and it's lessons to be learned. As much as I'm considered even a master teacher, I am forever a learner. So while I'm here, I have having my trials and tribulations. I'm definitely learning from it. And you should too, whoever's going through, you know, problems and situations like that, especially if you're giving your all and, people are taking you for granted. You gotta learn how to move on. And it's really painful, especially when you care about individuals, or an individual or whatever. You know, everyone has their own mind and they make their own choices. You can't force, somebody to act a certain way or to be a certain way. They're just gonna be who they are, and they're gonna do, whatever they're gonna do. And that's what's the whole thing about the free will that we have. You have the free will to do right or the free will to do wrong. A mixture of both, or you could be do more good and you could do certain things that's considered bad. But like on this life journey, you have to definitely protect your energy at all times. There's a lot of distractions that's going on, and I'm always getting distracted, and I have to realize and take that time out. And that's why it's important to get to know who you are and get away from everybody and meditate and go out in nature or by the water or the sun, even the moon, stargaze, feed that spirit that we all have. But remember, we all don't have a soul. But you know, you definitely have to learn how to detach. I feel like, I've done very good in that. But again, when I know certain individuals don't have a big support team, by default, I'm loyal to them, especially if I know they're genuinely a good person, that they don't necessarily have bad intentions. But the truth of the matter is, some people are just disagreeable to you. No matter if you think they're an okay person, it could be certain ways that people are, certain things people say, the way people are raised, their opinions, their lifestyles, etc. But the devil definitely been working overtime. You know, though the earthly ones that I love, is just people look at me like an outcast. I guess because I don't need to go with the norms. I don't have to go and do everything that everybody else is doing. I've always been like that. But I've always did some of the same things too. I may go to a party, but it's normally with family. I may go to, I haven't been to bars and all that in a long time, but I don't have a problem with going out, socializing, none of that stuff. But for the most part, in my opinion, people are full of drama, and they just like to keep up a lot of things, and I'm not really one for all the whole arguing and bickering and going back and forth and worrying about what this person doing and worrying about what that person doing. I really don't care, because I understand that we all have purposes in our lives. Some bigger than others. More, some may have, more purposes with an S. It just depends. So when you have an understanding that you have a purpose that's beyond this, while you sitting there being of the world, being in the world, sometimes you are plugged in. You just gotta learn how to plug out. But you do have to mingle sometimes. Sometimes you gotta get out and socialize. But the devil been working overtime, using people closest to you that you love to hurt you, because they know that's the only way that you could be left vulnerable. You're trying to take care of certain financial situations, and this going on, that same time you're trying to grow your channel, and just try to do positive things. It seems like the more positive you try to be, the more negativity come your way. That's when you're going to have that breakthrough. I know I'm going to have a breakthrough. I know if this video is resonating with you, you're going to have a breakthrough. Especially when you're going through all of these different anguishes. I don't know if I said that correctly, but all these different, circumstances that may be disagreeable to you, But yeah, I just want to say, as I've always said, you just can't give up, and you have to learn how to detach. And unfortunately, we all may have to do that, especially from people that we deeply care about, especially if they're not adding anything into your life, or you find yourself always in some drama, scandals, things that may not even have anything to do with you. You got to protect your energy. Don't let negative people, I don't care if you care about them, love them, if they're bringing negativity in your life or bringing you down and not supporting your creativity as well as you should be doing the same for them, then you got to separate yourself. Find yourself around like-minded people, people that's trying to do something in life, write a book, create this, that. You have to adapt with the changes. There's a lot of more things coming. If certain people can't withstand things right now, they definitely not going to be able to go down the road with you. There's more to come in this crazy world, in this cruel world, Of course, it's paradise, but this is what we call hell. So you have to learn and grow. Because if you're not learning, then you're repeating cycles. And then you're going to keep attracting karmic type of people, or, negative, broken. We all have our scars in life. But again, it's all about healing, and it's all about upgrading. Because if you're not doing that, then you're not progressing. And the devil is going to work overtime, especially when they know that you are here. Just by you speaking and doing certain things, you're breaking generational curses, etc. They know that you're a force, a big force. They know that you have a voice. They know that you have a mission. And they know deep down there's no competition. It's only you versus you. Once you understand that, then you'll start to slowly, put the pieces to the puzzles of what we call existence. The devil is definitely working overtime, but just know it's all by the cosmic mother, divine. Like, comment, and subscribe, share. Turn on your post notifications. If you like the channels, check out the short feeds. Check out the lives. I haven't been live in a while, but I really plan on doing all of these things. Just going through so many different things, but I still been trying to, stay consistent and not get too personal, and, even little struggles. Anyway, I ain't gonna get too deep, but I'm gonna end the video on that though. It's triple ones, the God, Ionis, 13. And remember, nothing comes to a sleeper but a dream. I'm out.